Kanpai! Loz is drinking.
You're not drinking, Nasuth?
I am.
Lovely. Hello, everyone.
Still have a little coffee left.
Coffee? Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 60 of Kanpai Cast. This week, we are doing the Language of Anime Game Show Edition. Okay, well, let's just move on before we get on to whatever crazy hijinks we're about to ensue. I assume this is our second game show attempt. I'll just go through quickly the housekeeping they have given me to read. So, just to remind everyone, we have timestamps and chapters allowing people to navigate to the sections of the show they are interested in watching. So you'll find them just below Nasuth, about there. You click a button and they expand out over there. Over there, there's the chapter section. And you get all little sections and things. Plus, you find all the timestamps in the description, so you can find them there if you want to. Alright? When you like this video, it triggers millions of electrons to get extra excited. Did you realise you had that kind of power? All in one little click. In fact, it'd be a shame not to click that button. To have such power and not use it is a tragedy in itself.
With great power comes great YouTube algorithm?
Yes, exactly. I was trying
to
not
get
get sued by Disney, but you've got to be careful. Anyway, yes, so you've got to click that button. Please click the like button. Don't know why I'm saying that, but let's move on. So, show me what you got.
Well, we can ignore that part.
Oh yeah, that's actually none of this is all from last week. We're not
this
actually
is all from last week. Anyway, so
we're not actually using any of that.
So this week, we were talking about doing the language of anime, where do you know certain words, what do they mean, and things like this. This was a bit of an improvised topic from Nasuth, and me being as committal as a shrubbery. We only really talked about it last night, and was like, do you know what would be a really good idea? Why don't we turn this into a game show? Because we haven't done one for like 3 months. Huh?
But so what? Describe language. What is it? Words? Are we trying to get?
It's words. It's words.
Right. So all of us now. I mean, I remember when we started this. We've been doing this over a year now. It's 60 episodes, even a year in episodes. I remember Nasuth used to say, "Oh, I don't watch that much anime." I think Nasuth can now say he definitely does watch anime. There we go.
Yeah.
So you would, and I know we sometimes watch the dub, we sometimes watch the subs, depending on what's available and things. Mm-hmm. But you think by now we would have probably picked up some words.
Yes.
Yes. I can tell you one word I have learned from watching anime, and that is captain, which is Taicho. Taicho.
Right.
Watching too much Gundam.
Right. So, in all honesty, I have no idea how well this is going to go down. Loz and Nasuth might just entirely blitz through the entirety of this and just dominate, or they get stuck after the first word. I really have no idea how this is going to work. So, the rules are... Right. There's 3 rounds of 5 questions. So, there's 15 questions in total. Every single round, so every question in each round is only worth 1 point, right? There are no more hints. Before we used to have hints in terms of who the characters were. None of that in this one, because in all honesty, everything I came up with just gives it away instantly. So like no hints on this one.
Yeah, he's already giving us multiple choice. I think that's enough.
Yes, you get 1 chance per answer, so you lock in, so you have to be careful what you choose and everything. And for an added bonus, because Nasuth is a cheeky son of a bitch who worked out an easy way to distinguish the difference between fucking isekai and harem, you son of a bitch. I've built into the system a randomizer, so everyone's answers are in a random order. So Loz's choices will be in a different order from what's on screen and Nasuth's choices. Everyone's random, right?
Wow.
And this is so that there's no pattern. Like, I see what he's doing. It's CCBA, CCBA. Because you know how people. People think they put...
I just wanted to show everyone who's watching the show, this is the standard overthinking level of preparation that goes into this campaign. Topic itself, thought of last night.
No.
Voting and polling system, overly conceptually thought and probably spent, stupid more time than was necessary on. And literally, a piece of paper and a pen would easily replicate said system.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anyway, so should we start?
Yeah.
Right now, I also want to say, so this is I really like this concept. So it's going to be good because I think maybe this is something, if it goes, maybe we'll improve on, that we can do over time, and we can see if we get better. So I kind of like that because I'm not actually trying to learn Japanese as well. By the way, I've got Duolingo. I want to sell that out there. By the way, Duolingo is amazing. I just want to say that we'll do it, but we don't even get paid for it. If we had Duolingo when I was a kid trying to learn languages, instead of sitting me in front in a French or a German class, with someone at the front who I didn't like talking to me in a foreign language and expecting me to just understand by talking in the other language, I didn't learn anything. I can remember like 3 words of German and French. However, if you sat me with an app, like a phone, and said play this game for an hour, a couple of days a week, I would have happily done it, and I would be learning so much more. It's ridiculous.
You should try
They're
Welsh.
in a French language teachers. Hey, it's on there as well. You can learn Welsh. You can learn
No.
I'm even learning Latin on there.
I just
you can learn Klingon too, actually.
Fucking amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
should we start?
Right, but let's see how well we do today. So yes.
Also, I'm just going to point out the purple background hue. That's because it's a game show episode.
I don't. By the way, Nasuth, can you scroll? I see To Your Eternity in that list there. And
It's making him depressed. It's making him very depressed.
I still see it. I can see the eyes at the bottom.
Oh no.
There.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
I think it's got a
There you
second season somehow because there's something wrong with the world. Right, let's begin.
Let's begin. Right.
At the end, I'll tell you my idea of my own version of a show.
So here you go. Here's the first word and the available choices to both Loz and Nasuth.
I feel
So they
like
get to choose.
I feel like anyone who has watched any amount of anime is gonna know this one. Like I don't. Obviously, that's why it's in round one, right?
It's
Yeah.
Bomb, right?
Yeah.
I remember this is bomb.
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 Are you,
It's a bomb.
are you for real?
Yeah. Bomb.
Totally
What
bomb.
makes you think it's bomb?
It's
It's not
bomb.
even one of the.
That's not even one of the choices. That's how well he knows
It's
it.
just
Because you got it wrong. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly it's bomb.
this is where Loz hacks the Gibson and bloody adds it in. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's reveal the answer. And yes, the answer is in fact idiot. And
Oh,
this.
we should have said. Oh, see, we always
What?
say we should say, why not play along at home?
Yeah, of course. Everyone can play
pen
along.
and
at home.
paper. The choices are on the screen. You know.
Yeah.
And
Tell us
we'll
how
reveal
well
it
you
with us.
do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you
So
ready?
it's just a trial question. Right now, it's serious ones. Okay, let's go.
The fact that you think these are serious.
Yep.
I mean, I know that kawaii with an O means scary. But I don't know. I can't imagine what kawaii could mean. It's a mystery to man.
I think I made a horrible mistake here. So you both locked in.
Yeah.
Loz, what's your reasoning? What's your logic here?
Oh, because kawaii. It's
Really?
Kawaii desu. I mean, there was a Baka song too, like back in the 90s.
I just think I
Yeah.
just can picture different anime where they're looking at like dogs doing like cute dogs and things doing things. Kawaii is cute. That's how I don't even remember what anime, but I just swear it is. You know.
I think the one that I learned it from was, oh god, what's the name of it? It's is Can My Sister Be This Cute or something like that? It was the
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was really really super weird series, but
Well, because it was in the title, you probably remembered
Xeno,
it.
pretty much.
Can I say, with these questions, you're gonna fail if Wicked isn't in there.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
What's
I guess we'll
Wicked?
find out. Well,
but
don't give it away.
No, I don't remember what it is exactly. I could probably try and remember it, but it's the thing in Dragon Maid when everyone in the class starts saying Wicked.
Oh
You should
damn!
put that one in. That one would be
Damn, I really should have put that one in. Okay.
See, I saw a list that I shared like at the very beginning of this whole discussion that had like a Japanese name for voice actor, and I was like, do people actually use that in the anime community?
Yeah, like, so I ended up looking up a bunch of lists, and there are some in here that I'm like, oh yeah. I have tried to make these like a bit confusing, like what the actual answer
Yeah, no,
is.
I mean, like the last one, I imagine some translations may actually apply to
Use beautiful,
that, like,
beautiful,
cute in a beautiful in a cute way kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the same for this. I mean, like, delicious is amazing, but for food.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are times in anime where you see people eat food and then go, the guy! Because, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, because if I ate food, I could say that is delicious and that is amazing. Would still both apply, but obviously there probably is one definition. But, so, I'm dubious on this one. I can't remember. I think.
You think?
I think.
So, like, part of the problem for me is when I first heard, when I most memorably heard this was in Demon Slayer Mugen Train, where the Flame Hasherer, he's eating like all these bento boxes, and he just periodically just stops and goes, "Sugoi!" You know, just keeps. He's really loud, and what's called the translation is "yum."
Oh,
and it's just like, oh no,
they localized it. The fools.
No, I think I got this wrong then. Okay.
Oh no.
However, the answer is amazing.
Oh, it is amazing. Okay,
it is amazing.
Yeah,
it's really difficult because it's like, how do you... Yeah, the localization.
No, these are good. You're good choices. They're good choices. Things.
Yeah. And I did actually go to the extra level to make sure that, like, checking the word in Google Translate, I was like, oh, wait, no, there's something fishy with this one. I need to double check this. Okay, this is not actually what it means. And like, there's one
that's
later
the tricky
on
thing about Japanese, is that a lot of it is context, too.
Sorry, I forgot to mention earlier. So the first 5 questions have two choices. Second 5 have 3 choices, and the third 5 have 4 choices, just to make it harder, right? Anyway, okay, so we're moving on to the next. Oh, I already did that one. Hit that button.
Onesan. I've seen enough anime titles.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's important to point out that that's how common these are in anime circles. Like, we're still in the common ones, I think.
You should the font, by the way, you should come up with a resizing that.
What do you mean?
Older sister is massive.
Yeah.
Older brother is tiny.
Yeah, it's because when the words get to a certain length, they just get seriously insane, so I reduce the size of the font.
You should pick a size that...
And stick to it.
Yeah.
Universal size. Okay, fine.
Yep. Because if I think I'm right on this one, isn't it? If you click the go...
Whoa. You just complained at me to do the thing.
Do the thing?
Do the thing. You just said do the thing.
What
Do
thing?
the thing.
Oh, he wants
you
you
just
to do
said
it.
do the thing.
He's doing it now. He's doing the thing now.
You just said do the thing. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do the thing. What, do you not want me to do the thing?
I meant put the answer up.
Oh, you want the answer? Oh, sorry, hold on.
He wants that thing, not the other
Oh, you're
thing.
doing that thing now?
Yeah, he was doing that thing right now.
See what I mean, everyone? How
Right,
it's like,
okay.
should we plan what we're gonna do? Nah, we'll do that.
It's older sister. So what anime do you guys know that actually has Oni-san in the?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know I've seen it in several.
I think it's just something, family words get repeated so often, and seeing as anime focuses quite a lot on family, actually, I never really realised. You just hear the words a lot, so it's just comes into your mind a lot, I think.
Just checking. Do you know what older brother is then?
I think, is it instead of the 2 E's, it's I. It's on
it's 2 I's.
Yeah.
Two eyes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2 I's, yeah.
Yeah.
But so and exactly, it's like just the feel of it. I just because I don't know, and also probably if you went through all of anime and you were like top 10 things that get yelled out by a protagonist in the middle of a climax of a action event.
Also, actually, you're wrong. It's not Oni-san. It's Aniki. Very important. Very important to use Aniki.
But it's also Aniki means like older brother. It's like big brother, but also not a familial brother. So like someone that's not related by blood. So it's like big bro.
Yeah.
They did that between Simon and Kamina. So, right, so let's move on to the last of the first 5.
Oh, I know I've heard this one. But
do you know how to say it? Do you know how to say it, Nasuth?
Daijobu. Ooh. I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
This is actually a trick question.
You think this is a trick question?
Technically, yes. Because I'm pretty sure you could use that term for the question and the repeat to it.
Oh, the question would be like Daijobu
So I think
ka.
And the response would be
Daijobu. I'm not sure if that's right. It might be though. I know that ka, if you add ka to something, it becomes a question.
But not with Daijobu. You would just ask, like, you would just say name, and the only reason I know this, and I again heard this so many times, but the one that sticks in my head is just Kana asking Kobayashi Daijobu, and then she would say Daijobu back. It's like, are you okay? It's okay.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's trick question. It's both.
When I was looking this up, when I was jeez, oh god, are we gonna have an argument? When I was looking this up, it did indicate it was only one of them.
Right. Well, I'm sure I can. Next time I rewatch Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, because yes, next time I rewatch Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, we should rewatch Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm pretty sure you can retort. It's probably not a preferred way of doing it, but I'm pretty sure you can retort by just saying Daijobu back.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You say it when it's okay. It's not a question.
I should have gone with my first instinct.
You are wrong.
No, it's
I will
not
find Kana definitely saying Kobayashi Daijobu.
I yeah.
Maybe there's a spelling difference or something, but yeah, we'll see.
Maybe it's a case of inflection of the who you're asking, but this is just a word on its own.
Yeah.
I think I think those are technically it can be used for both.
It might be Daijobu desu
I won't go over that to type. I'm pretty sure I can type in Kobayashi Daijobu Kana and I'll get it. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, who knows? We learn together. We learn together. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yep.
Soka.
Oh, okay.
I know what this one is. I do know what this one is. It took me saying it out loud, but oh yeah, we've been forgetting to do the timer.
No, I've been doing the timer. It's fine.
Okay.
I have no idea on this one.
I'm pretty sure I know what this one is.
Soka. I'm gonna go with that. I don't get why Soka has Soka. Why would Soka be Soka?
Some terms don't translate.
Like sake.
They're just a word.
Although technically sake is rice wine, but it's...
Yeah, there are other instances, but yeah, some words just don't translate at all.
Like
did mine not lock in?
Apparently not locked in.
Oh, there we go. Ah, sorry.
So what's Loz's thought
I think it's
process?
like C. I think because I can think of it as a short response.
Okay.
Just saying the word. That's how I think it is.
Oh yeah, but Nani is also short. You know.
Yes, but the minute you say that, I feel the question in Nani. Also,
Okay.
I remember from Kill Bill, Nani Normal.
Nani Normal.
When the bride's at the bar below, what's the place? Nani Normal.
Oh, the Hitori Hanzo.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's your thought process there, Nasuth?
I just remember hearing it in response to people asking questions in a very sort of definitive I see, even if they don't necessarily even if it's confusing still, they're like, oh, but okay, I see.
I can just remember it just sort of a looking down sort of just Soka. It's in like I see as in like, oh, I'm accepting the thing you've just explained to me sort of thing.
Yeah.
So there is multiple ways of spelling this. So there's S-O-K-K-A and there's S-O-U-K-A.
Oh.
This one seemed to be quite common. But the way you say this is effectively kind of two separate words.
Yeah.
So
like
it's
Soka.
Yeah. However, I've got a funny feeling both of you got this right.
Yeah.
And the way I remember it is with Goblin Slayer, when he's being told off constantly by the elf or the priest, he's just constantly saying Soka. When he's like, I see. You know, it's like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. It's like, I see. Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one to remember.
Yeah. I think Loz is deep in thought and trying to prove me wrong on the whole kind of thing.
I already found it. I know it's not the one I was expecting, but I've proved you wrong.
Fine.
What is it? Importantly, most importantly, is it Daijobu Desuka or is it just Daijobu?
Kobayashi Daijobu.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'm also she's got like young language as well, but I'm not looking to pick a fight. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in language. You know,
Exactly. No,
yeah.
Yeah, we look, as I say, we all learn together.
Right.
Exactly.
Because
That's
we will all
part
get
of
better
what
doing
this
it.
is for.
Yeah. Okay, what we got here?
Oh, dojinshi. Oh, of course. Pornography. I mean.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Are you trying to say there's something wrong with
I'm pretty sure it's that. Yeah. So, no, well, again, I do like your choice of questions, your choice of answers. You're doing a really good job on that.
Yeah.
Like, a bit of overlap here, a bit of thing on it, and I mean, the Daijobu one, I think that's more, but I think it's a very tricky thing as well, because it's like trying to explain the term okay to somebody. It's like, how can you use this word? You can use it as a question, a response, a definitive, an adjective. This thing is okay, I am okay. Are you okay? This is okay. Okay. You know,
Okay.
it's like, so, yeah, but this one, no. And this
one's
pretty
pretty
sure,
clear, yeah.
Isn't it self-published manga, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, because a short book, I don't know that one actually. And I remember that, like, the only reason I remember this is because in all the ones where I think Kobayashi Drag made again, actually, you know, when they're going to go to the whatever Comiket to it, and you hear this term, and so, you know, in any case where a person's making their own thing, which is a common, more than over here, you know, people making their own little books and things to sell seems to be a good
Thanks, Solaire.
pastime in Japan. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a. You know, I'm terrible at pronunciation. I really am. Dojinshi.
Yep.
right? So
Yep,
you're thinking self-published manga.
No, it's self-published pornography. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on. I mean, it is that too. That's.
Well, yeah.
That's...
The thing is, it could be a self-published manga containing pornography.
Yes.
I mean, and that's
the important
typically that's typically what they are. To be fair, I mean, like the majority of them are like, okay, yeah.
Sex sells, man. Sex sells.
It does. In a very internet-based way. Right. Let's move on to the next one.
Oh.
Maho. Oh, I think I know this one. And I think I know it from the name of an anime.
Yeah, same.
And I don't want to say. I mean, it is in conjunction. It is in conjunction with one of the other words in the answers. So
should we lock in so we can talk now? I think it's that. But so it's obviously, what are we talking about? Moho Magica. Are we thinking?
Yeah. Well, any Maho shoujo sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's magical or magic.
Oh.
So
I'm wrong then. I thought it was girl.
What does?
I was thinking
No, girl
Magica.
is like shoujo.
Who is it? Okay, there we go.
I think.
Pop it, Drew.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go.
You really want to pop it? Like we haven't even hit a minute yet, Loz, since we started. No. Okay, fine. Let's.
We can discuss more afterwards.
Yeah.
So-
do you know? Actually, do you know why? I'll tell you why I failed that one, and that's because Drew refused. Wait, Drew keeps telling me I'm not allowed to, but I'm not allowed to watch Moho Magica. Oh god, it's deconstruction.
Loz, we'll watch that together.
Just to help you there, it's Maho Shoujo Madoka Magica.
Yes,
right?
That's
So-
that's
but
the
because
key.
I did try and start watching it, and you were like, "Why are you watching that? Don't watch it." It's
No,
rubbish."
don't watch
And
it.
I didn't watch it.
It's bad. It's terrible. Don't watch it.
You see,
Like-
and that's why I got that one wrong.
Yeah.
But I get a point.
That's why you got it wrong.
Joe Blue, so.
But there's magical Spec
any
Ops.
show that has magical girl or magical whatever in the title, yeah, you're gonna.
But the big thing is, you rarely ever see Maho Shoujo. Like, it's like you rarely ever see those two words separate.
Yeah,
so
it's usually Maho and Shoujo together.
Yeah, so I was trying to get you. Is like, oh,
well, you know, I just know Maho, and then somebody says you're not allowed to watch that show because it's a terrible deconstruction of the magical girl genre. And
no. Here's a good deconstruction of the magical girl genre. Watch Magical Spec Ops Asuka. Right, it's militarized magical girls. It's so cool.
I can't remember the series that a friend got me to watch years ago. He used to love it. And it was a magical girl, so it was pretty good. But I can't remember what it was called.
Is it Nanaha?
Probably Nanaha. That sounds.
It's always played Nanaha.
Right. And I mostly know Shoujo because of Utena. I can't remember for the life of me Revolutionary at the moment, but the title is Revolutionary Girl Utena, so it's blah blah Shoujo Utena.
Blah blah. Yeah,
blah blah blah.
I gotta remember those blah blah.
My brother's gonna kill me for not remembering that. Tomodachi. I actually know this one because of an anime that was really just the worst. Just the worst.
I don't know this one.
Oh, poor Loz. Yes, still there. What do you want?
What are you thinking there, Loz?
Personally, I'm going, I think, Friend.
You think Friend?
It's either... What was that terrible toy called, though?
That was a Tamagotchi.
Oh, fuck you, Nasuth!
I was about to get it. I'm like, it's either Friend or Pet.
Oh, I didn't realize you were thinking Tamagotchi as Pet. I was
Yes, fuck you, Nasuth. I was genuinely trying to trick one of you on that.
Damn it. Oh, you could have gotten Loz.
Still not sure. Are they trying to trick me? I don't even know if they're trying to trick me or double trick me anymore.
It's family member. Come on.
I'm so confused now. I'm gonna go with Friend. I'll go with Pet. I don't know. Tomodachi. I don't know. I remember. All I remember is I got a Tamagotchi when I was a kid.
And it was your friend.
No, God, no. It was, I think it was my 12-year birthday, and it was like hyped up, and I was going to want this thing. And it was going to be my birthday. It was near the end of the school year, and I don't know why. I don't think I wanted to or something. Everyone else went to the Isle of Wight, which is a little tiny country off the side of our tiny country.
It's between England and Northern Ireland.
Yeah. But I didn't go for some reason. And then my mum gave me what was going to be my birthday present early, which was Tamagotchi. And it must have been about early June. But my birthday's in July, so I was getting it early as like the reason. I think it was a reason I couldn't go or something, and it was just because I had to all my friends had gone, I was by myself, and I just remember this little thing making me so depressed. I hated it. It was my birthday present, and I hated it. It was hell. Tamagotchis was so bad. I was like, what the hell is this awful monstrosity of a thing?
I think it's actually like a mashup of egg and pet because it's Tamagotchi. And egg is Tamago. I don't actually know what Pet is.
We'll never know. But that's when I heard the term, like instantly I thought, oh, it's one of those Tomodachi, the little toy thing.
That's what I thought too when I saw the name of the Tomodachi anime. Tomodachi game, that's what it was. I was like, oh, this is a game about little Tamagotchi pets? And then I watched it and it was awful.
And it was like... No.
Just like the toy.
Just like the toy.
It just pooped and it whinged and it died.
Right.
What was wrong with Japan, honestly?
Okay, so revealing the answer, it is... Friend.
If that terrible anime hadn't been burned into my head, I would have thought Pet.
To go for Friend, and then you went, oh, Nasuth, I was going to try and trick one of you, and you did trick me through your dumb answers. Oh, I find this flagrant.
Gave you the triple bluff.
I was going to go for Friend, and you're like, oh, Nasuth, how did you say Tamagotchi? Oh, no, he's going to blur. And then you're like, oh, it's family member.
No, because you were like, oh, what's the name of that pet
I was going to go for Friend.
You should have.
It was family member.
Moved in the heart of the cards.
It was family member.
Should we move on?
He does. Can't even get that Jobo right. Can't even get that Jobo right.
Otaku. Oh, see the thing about this one. Oh, what?
Sorry.
Did it give away the answer? Because I wasn't looking.
It did.
Oh.
Apparently, but I don't think it's right. But oh, well, there we go.
See, I'm not sure about this one because I think this is one of those words that doesn't translate precisely.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether because it could be. It's been used over here basically for one of the other two.
My big memory of this word is from Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because what's his name? Otacon is an otaku.
Otacon. Yeah, there you go. Wait, yeah, that's how he explains it, because it's like he took otter from otaku, but I can't remember why he took con.
Because he's a con artist.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right, so...
Otacon.
I don't know. I'm gonna take a stab and guess that one. And we'll see.
So I was confused by this one. I ended up Googling it, and Google translates otaku as nerd.
Because it kind of is.
Even though it's more to do with a lifestyle choice, and I think kind of so does nerd. It's like,
they're all interchangeable. It's like, what's the difference between a nerd and a geek?
Yeah.
There isn't one. They're interchangeable, rough expressions, and it's the same. I think you could call someone an otaku, but you could call them a nerd. And it's just in the language they don't have the word nerd, they have the word otaku, and they cover the same sort of things. Well, I think geek would have also been an acceptable choice.
Yeah.
But geek is not there.
Exactly.
Right, I just wanna.
But I still personally think it could be an otaku. Would actually
because I think there's a slightly more. It's not just the same as a nerd.
I think you could define otaku easier than you could define the difference between nerd and geek.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Otaku
is more zeroed into one or two genres.
Yes, yeah, and it's more specified. Like nerd and geek you could be a bodybuilder geek or a bodybuilder nerd, or a sports geek, or these things do work. But it doesn't make sense to be a sport otaku. I don't think that's how it's used at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You could just be like really into Ice Shield 21 or Captain Tsubasa or Prince of Tennis.
Right, but I don't think. But I don't think you would actually be like following the actual thinking of a sport that Japan plays. I don't know.
Baseball.
Baseball, yeah, American baseball.
They actually do.
No, they love American baseball.
No, they do. They really,
I think
really
they
do.
like it as a batting thing, but I don't think they actually do it to play, or do they?
Yeah, they do.
Like
But you wouldn't call a baseball follower an attacker. I don't think you would call that. Doesn't make sense.
They'd be a fanatic, which is different.
Exactly, a fan. Yeah, fanatic fan.
Should we move on to the
that's
next
why
one?
I think otaku would actually be an acceptable choice, though.
I kind of agree with you, but this is what Google said. So moving on, this is where we start having 4 possible options.
Okay. Oh. I think I know this one. Mother-in-law.
Oh, it wasn't mother-in-law? You're laughing. I got this wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's this one, but I'm not 100%. I know now that I've locked in, I can say I know it's not demon or mother-in-law, but I couldn't remember. I'm pretty sure it's spirit, but
I think it would be the closer, harder choice is either demon or spirit. Ogre is no way is an ogre. It could be mother-in-law.
So do you know what ogre is in
Oni.
Japanese?
no.
Right? Oni.
It is Oni.
Is it Oni?
Yes.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it is.
Oni.
Okay.
Do you know
I could have
what-
sworn Oni was something else. Okay.
Do you know what demon is?
I guess demon's a yokai.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I don't. Yeah.
A demon is a karma.
Okay.
Akama.
Or Akuma. And yokai.
So it's mother-in-law.
is
So
spirit.
yokai is
Wait,
mother-in-law,
you said
yeah.
it was mother-in-law. Oh my god, you're cheating. It's
But see, I'd have a hard time.
mother-in-law.
See, obviously, I'd have a hard time picking between demon and mother-in-law. Is the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part.
They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
Very much so. I thought I'd have it. Right. Should we move on to the next one?
No,
Yes.
Sit here and stare at this.
Too late.
Oh.
Yare yare. Well, I mean, if you watched any amount of JoJo, you should know what this one is.
Yeah, Loz.
I think it's just yare yare. Why didn't you put yare yare?
That is actually kind of true. Although they use this as a translation, it is kind of its own thing.
I'm gonna go with. Have you locked in? It's locked in. Okay.
I'm locked in.
What are you thinking, Loz? Loz, what are you thinking? Loz, what are you thinking?
It's not a few. It's not yare yare. It's not that, and it's not yare yare. Not again. It could be good grief or how useless. But useless seems things. So I'm gonna go with good grief. I'm gonna go with
good golly, Miss Molly.
Good golly.
That's not an option then, Nasuth.
Great balls of fire.
That's also not an option. But okay, so I think this is a little unfair to Loz because Nasuth and I have probably watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in Japanese.
Oh wait, yeah, I didn't actually get to watch that in Japanese. We watched it in English.
Yes, we watched it in English.
I actually know it. I actually know it more from the memes.
Also not an option.
That should have been an option. Why was it not an option? It's clearly the answer.
Right. So this is spoken by Jotaro, like constantly, and
how useless then.
You'll also hear it in
yeah,
other anime, but mostly this, because that was like his catchphrase.
Oh, cool.
You got it right, Loz. You got it right. Good job.
So if you ever go back and read Peanuts, the old Charlie Brown cartoon or comic strip, anytime they say "good grief," use yada yada daze. Yada yada daze.
What does daze mean?
I don't remember. I think it's desu, but like he says it in his own weird way.
I think Loz is looking up yet more evidence.
Yare yare. I want to see what it says. I'm on checking this, and Google says yare yare is yare yare. So there we go.
Yeah.
No, you have to get the kanji to translate it.
Effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I got it right. Why am I winning?
That's how much effort I went to.
You need a Romaji to English translator.
That's not a thing.
What's not a thing?
Oh, Dakabayo! Believe it!
Yeah, come on. It doesn't actually mean that. Oh, yeah. This is the thing. Are you actually... This is... I don't know whichever one you're going to do is the answer. I'm going to say you're wrong.
The correct one. It's the correct
They're
one.
both... There isn't one. Because it has been translated, but it doesn't actually have a translation. They're both wrong. Whatever you pick.
Out of interest, have you actually read the actual possible options there, Loz?
Yes.
Do you want to read them out loud?
Let's fight. I'm ready. Believe it. And Dadabayo.
Yeah.
Right, but if it doesn't actually have a translation, but they got him to give a catch line of believe it. So technically, you could say believe it is
no, because that's not that's not what it means.
No, but the tell me. Do you want
to take Databayo and put it in Google?
I put it believe it, man, because it's going to no matter what you put is wrong.
Go to Google.
What's the translation of this, and it's believe it, because that's what it says in Naruto. They made this crap up for Naruto. It says believe it.
So they made this crap up. They made the crap up.
So no matter what I pick, I'm right. So I'm Databayo or believe it. I'm putting believe it.
You're genuinely putting believe it.
Believe it.
I kind of wish I had to.
You that believes in me, that believes in Databayo.
I should have been in solidarity with Loz on this, but I didn't.
Yep.
Because you wanted
localizations, my friend.
I wanted to win.
You're wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. It is not wrong. It's not wrong. It doesn't
I will play
translate.
side by side. If I side by side play two of the episodes of Naruto, which I do enjoy and you don't, I'll get.
It doesn't translate.
Believe it. Believe it.
Someone likes the 4Kids dub.
I love the 4Kids dubs. I absolutely. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why is 4Kids gone? My life was powered by 4Kids. Now it is gone. I will never get the final 2 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! 4X, the one in the school. GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I will not get the final seasons because bloody 4Kids got destroyed. So now my life is incomplete. So yes, I missed 4Kids. Yes, I missed them.
Think of all the memes little Karibo could have brought us.
Exactly. I missed them turning rice balls into hamburgers. I
thought it was cookies.
No, hamburgers.
I don't remember that.
Hamburger sandwiches.
It depends on the thing. I think in Pokemon it's cookies, but in other ones it's hamburgers.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. What is this? Anyway, let's move on. Let's go.
Right. Right, let's move on to the next one.
I think
through these.
I think my cat hears me when we start the episode. Shout out Kanpai, and he knows that if he comes up here, I'll have to give him attention in order to keep him pacified. I think he's learned this behavior.
Okay, Loz is already locked in.
Because if I remember right,
Bimbo
this
Gummy.
was a show. There was a show named this, which Drew will. This is probably like top 10 Drew shows. It was good. It was good. Or at the very least, top 10, top 5, maybe even Drew shows that he wished got a second season.
Oh well, that just gave it away for me. So
exactly. It's a fun little show. It's a fun little show. And the characters are really fun. I likable. I really like.
So in my own research,
I knew it wasn't Greater God.
I discovered that my understanding of this word was wrong. And it was like, oh shit, that's not what I thought it meant for all these years. Because I double checked it. I checked it. I double checked it. You know, Bleach had me fooled. All this now, I'm joking. So the actual answer is poverty. Yes, I genuinely thought. I assume both of you put God of Misfortune.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the show was about.
Yes,
because it was about a girl who had too much misfortune, but I guess she didn't have poverty because of the fortune she was stealing.
Yeah.
So it makes sense because the god had wanted to. Oh, I thought. Well, I definitely got over Nasuth. Even Nasuth got this.
But even in the English dub, she keeps on referring to herself as a poverty god. Yeah. So dub. It's Well, even in the I'm assuming the original Japanese, she refers to herself as a poverty god because Binbagami is. But regardless, so it's a god of poverty, and I would have gotten this one wrong.
I almost
still a bloody good show.
It's a bloody good show. It's really fun, really fun, really cool concept, and should have got a second season. Well, I don't even know if it had bang or not, but still, it was just fun.
Yeah.
But instead, we got the bloody rubbish, which could have been good.
What is that, Mighty Birdie?
Half of it was Birdie the Mighty Decode. Yeah,
Birdie the Mighty.
First season was good. Don't watch the second season. Watch the first season and be like, that was a good show. I'll never get any more.
And then this is the last one, guys.
Is this really the last one? Wow.
Yeah, we've blitzed through this.
Kaiju. Kaiju.
So this
I know what it's used for a lot, but is that the...
I could describe a kaiju, which I don't think me and Naz are trying to guess. So I would describe it, it's a giant monster. Definitely is impossible. They're definitely strange beasts, normally with near magical powers. They're also Titan would also describe them.
They're Titanic,
but they are Titanic. However, at the same time, I think we're going to work together on this, Naz. You already won, so it's no point. Let's work together. So Titan, I don't think I've ever
it's not going to be Titan
used in Attack on Titan, so we can knock Titan out. So it's definitely not Titan.
I'm pretty sure it's also not Impossible Creature. I'm between Giant Monster and Strange Beast. Obviously I want to go Giant Monster because when you think kaiju movies, you think movies with giant monsters. But are giant monsters not also strange? Like, did they come up with the name kaiju? Did they use it for the giant monsters because they're strange beasts and it just kind of stuck? Was there another word for strange beast that I don't know?
Is it that the term kaiju came about? Like, obviously Godzilla was the one that sold it off, but was it used at the same time for other shows in which there were just, I don't know, human-sized creatures and people would still
exactly.
It's not a spirit, it's a monster, so it's a kaiju, and then just that it just became giant monsters because Godzilla did so well. So
What about Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Clifford the kaiju, yeah, exactly.
This is the last question. Once again, by the way, Xeno, you've done very good to the multiple choice answer to gods. They approve of your very close, not correct
slightly
answers.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Giant Monster.
To be fair, no. To be fair, right? The problem here is effectively what Wikipedia says that the literal translation is. And then what Google says the literal translation is. I actually opted for the Wikipedia one.
It's gonna be Strange Beast.
And
I'm going for Impossible Creature.
right? You guys, you just talked each other out of it.
No, well, I said I didn't like it. I don't know if Loz really felt the same on that.
Giant Monster is going to be the Wikipedia one, because that's what it thingy of it is. It's going to be like what it's used for. But what it actually translates into, Strange Beast. No, I'm going to go for Impossible Creature.
Okay.
Hey, you know.
So, and if there is two
Strange
definitions
Beast.
of it's Strange.
I should have gone with Strange Beast. I knew
See,
it.
I like the idea of
it.
Impossible. Yeah. I was like, Strange Beast feels good, but I was like, nah. But Strange. Why would you say something is strange? It'd be impossible. It's so big, you know.
So Google's translation is actually just monster, right? It's not even giant monster or anything like that. Whereas, according to Wikipedia, the literal translation of kaiju is strange beast. And I have heard that thrown around, right? So it's like strange beasts is like, anything that's abnormally sized and things like that. And that's why I've heard people have the argument about, is Clifford the Big Red Dog a kaiju, right? And yeah,
I mean, any
he's
mythological
a giant red dog.
Any mythological being would be a kaiju when you think about it, right? Or at least a mythological creature.
Only if it's not covered by other things such as like a spirit or a demon. Or
okay, so something. So yeah, mythological. What are they called?
It's non-aligned mythology.
A cryptid. A cryptid.
Cryptids, yeah, cryptids.
Yeah.
Kaiju, yeah.
Yeah. So anything that's not categorized already would be a kaiju.
Yeah. Cryptid, yeah, a kaiju.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That is our second ever quiz testing. Loz came in second place with 9, and Nasuth shot to victory. Is that 12 out of 15?
Yeah.
Yes, 12 out of 15.
Well done, Nasuth. He did really well on these.
I'm a bit of a ringer.
Crown.
I'm a bit of a ringer because I watched anime in the old days when you really only had subs. And I also
do you remember when Nasuth was like, I don't really watch anime?
I don't watch anime. And do we have a dub of it? Do we have a dub of it? I'm not watching it. Why? There's no dub of it. Wait for the dub to come out. I'm like, okay, Nasuth, we'll wait for the dub with you.
I took a semester of Japanese in my short-lived college career, and I also did a little bit in Duolingo. So, I mean,
Yay! Duolingo. Everyone should Duolingo. It's pretty good.
I need to get back into Duolingo.
Honestly, I've always wanted to learn languages, and I know this is selling Duolingo. We should put a little logo up. But I'm really impressed by it. It gamifies it, encourages you to keep playing. I think it's brilliant, and you can play for free. It's good. It's good. Right. Well, we got a little bit of time left. Actually, I don't think we ever did, but I know we probably haven't got the images for it. So maybe just put some random stuff up if you want. Is there any? Have we talked at all about this season? Just for a few.
No,
minutes?
we haven't actually. Should we actually do that now?
I know we haven't got probably the images prepared, but
or what we could do.
We're not pausing, getting all the images, and then going.
No, we're not going to. That's crazy.
Okay.
Are you high?
Okay.
Right. Let us continue on with previews. We took a brief moment to readjust absolutely everything. So, yeah, we have the previews now for this season.
Yep.
And we're just going to go through it. So...
I wasn't going to go through it top to bottom. I was
neither was I.
Let's just talk about ones. Is there anything in the season that we're liking so far? We're almost 3 episodes in.
I have not actually... I just queued up a bunch to watch. So yeah, yep.
Let's start then, Nasuth. So what did you queue up to watch?
Oh, let's see. Well, obviously I've got Chainsaw Man. Oh, I've actually got my list around here somewhere.
Do you there?
I do. I just looked at it. Right. So, Akiba Maid War, which we've been watching together, which I'm
Wait, you're gonna
sure.
keep watching? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It says 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, turn around, spin, and fall over. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's going somewhere.
Okay.
I liked in the second episode they actually did the justification of explaining all my.
Hold on, you lost your crap over the second episode.
No, he liked that part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I really appreciate that the first part explained my big gripe from the first episode. Like, I was going mental over that gripe, and then the second episode was like, yeah, this is explained. I'm like, good job, show. Big gold star. then it decided to do different silly things.
And then you get a Taurus Bolt.
Yeah. Obviously, a Berserk the Golden Age arc, Memorial Edition, just to see if there are any changes. The Chainsaw Man, of course, Chainsaw Man.
If you're just reading from this, Nasuth, you're not scrolling up and down.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so Chainsaw Man.
Which is the top left there. Yep.
Spy Family. Gotta watch Spy Family. I haven't watched any of Mob Psycho 100, so I can't watch that one. Haven't watched any Bleach.
I know Xeno doesn't like it. Maybe it's worth watching.
Shut up, you.
Well, you made me fail a question in the test by you're not telling me to watch stuff.
Okay.
You guys see
is
any
that
you're watching?
the second season of what was it? No. Something Eternity. The one that you got super depressed over. I can't remember.
I'm not watching it. I just does not exist. It's just got a really cool picture, and I want to know what that person is like. Wow, with a big cloak, and there's it looks like a city in the background. But I'm not watching it. I refuse. Because see all those people on the screen there? Yeah, they're all going to die in really depressing ways. They're not depressing as in just utterly sad. They will spend time so you want to like the characters, and then they're like Game of Thrones.
You can only take one of those in your life with Made in Abyss. I didn't.
No, Main Abyss is just you're in despair, right? Whereas this is sort of hopeful, and it sort of teases you at times, thinking a character's going to die, and then they don't, and then they do, and it's just for no reason. It's just like Main Abyss makes sense because the whole formulation is the abyss, the that is against you kind of thing. It makes sense why they're in a situation. This is just a world in which the world just pummels your face in like this.
Anyway.
I didn't realize Urusei Yatsura was coming out this season. I completely forgot about that somehow.
Yes, the first episode's already out.
And this is Reincarnated as a Sword, which I'm actually going to watch for a little bit,
that's fun.
I think.
Are you?
So fun.
Are you?
I'm going to try.
Gonna watch it as
I'm going to try. It sounded interesting.
It's fun.
Okay, you go.
Sorry, you were going to say something else, yeah.
Yeah, Urusei Yatsura, that one there you say.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what that is, but I know I've seen that girl before, so I assume this is a remake or something?
Remake of an incredibly old anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was the prior works of the author that did Ranma Half.
Yes.
Yeah,
same person. Which I believe we have news about when we do Kanpai news. I don't know what this one is. Gundam, obviously.
Gundam.
But what Gundam is? This isn't Witch from Mercury, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, I plan to watch Gundam. I haven't started, but I plan to.
There's Maid War on the left.
Yeah, there's
Golden Kinway.
Golden Kinway, which we're almost caught up with. We're on season 3 now.
We've just started it, yeah.
Yeah, we're on season 3, Loz. I'm sorry.
What do you mean we're, Nasuth?
Sorry. You and I will watch something on our own. What was that one that you said Xeno didn't want to watch?
You hate me.
I don't want to bloody watch Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica.
That's the one. That's the one.
He doesn't want to watch Spy Family, so I don't listen to him anymore.
I do want to watch the new Arknights thing. Yeah.
Based on the mobile game.
Yeah, but it could be interesting.
Hey, the Xeno. After Age of Bahamut.
Whoa! I wasn't treating it as a negative.
Yeah, you were made on a mobile game.
No, I was messing her up, just saying.
No, I heard the negative conflection.
Wow.
Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal.
I haven't started that, but I need to.
My cat is back. Hello, cat.
Megaton. Musashi.
Megaton.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch Megaton. Yeah. Human Bug Academy or whatever this one's called. I don't even remember what it's about, but it sounds like the name alone is like, what? And I guess that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's Uncle from Another World?
Oh, I guess technically they're still putting that on the summer chart because that's when it started.
No, it should be in Leftovers then. Scroll down.
Oh, there's the Leftovers. Oh.
Yeah.
Nope, not in there.
No, it's not. It should be in that.
Oh, there was also a movie I was going to watch, but I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
You never will.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's also JoJo Part 3.
Coming
Or
out
JoJo
in-
Part 6, Part 3.
Yeah. Oh, Tiger and Bunny 2 Part 2. Yeah. Konosuba 3? No, wait, sorry. That's. I saw this and it looked like Konosuba for me.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. Yep. What about
Okay,
you
do you want
guys?
to go through the ones that take note for you, Loz?
Oh, hang on, scroll down.
Mm.
Right down.
All the way to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom.
Up a little bit. Right, another line. Is that Made in Abyss?
Where?
On the right.
This?
Focusing on
Oh,
Pushka,
yeah.
included with the body Made in Abyss.
Interesting.
One
So
episode,
they're gonna tell you even
now.
more about Prushka, so that it's even sadder when she.
Cartridges! There we go, move on.
Alright, so what's taking your interest then, Loz?
Okay, obviously Chainsaw Man, Xeno's told me to do it. I've watched one episode of it, and at first I was like, oh, no, and I'm like, sold.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, this is annoying. Where's it going? It's going to be depressing. And it's like, oh, you have my interest and my attention now. Spy Family is 3 episodes out, and I'm loving it already. I haven't got started. I'm going to watch Boku Hero and Academia 6. I haven't started, but I'm getting around to doing that. I don't know what Blue Lock is, or is that the football one? Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
Bleach again. I did watch all of Bleach in the past, so I would be interested in doing that. Uzaki-chan is definitely something I'll watch to cover that, because I watched the first season. I've watched a couple of little bits from this season, like that get clipped to YouTube, and yeah, it seems to be more of the same. But of all the that kind of duo thing we've had in the recent things, like Komi, Dress Up Darling, because they always get paired as a 4 all these shows. Nagatoro and the Uzaki-chan. Uzaki-chan just seems the most bland to me.
Yeah.
The characters don't seem to have the depth.
Unrealistic body proportions.
I don't like that. No, it really. The thing is
That
really
guy
isn't true.
just looks far too unrealistic.
Oh, that guy, he's just massive. He's
joking,
too small.
I'm
He should be a
joking.
lot smaller. For a Japanese person, he's too short.
Yeah.
That's what the truth is. That's what people should say instead they say about her. And then you get people coming out and doing, here's my cosplay of her. I am this age. I have the right bust size. It's like, these people do exist. Stop shaming people with large busts. It is true. Anyway, the sword. The sword.
No. 2 Year Eternity. You just skipped over 2 Year Eternity season 2.
I also skipped over that other cool one to the left of it that looks pretty cool with a.
This one,
thumbnail,
I don't know what this is because it only has a Japanese name.
That looks cool.
It's,
Transported to another world. That looks like an isekai.
It's what you call it? Shadow of Your Eminence.
I think that's actually on my list.
I am not watching To Eternity. I didn't even finish the last season just now. It goes in arcs of basically like the main character who's a rock that gets sentience and they can copy people. And he first spends his time as a boy in the ice and he's left alone. And he basically has to try and travel out because all his family left him to try and get to safety. And then he was supposed to come later and they never came back. So he tried to do it and he died on the route. So the rock that became his wolf became him. And then he met some other people. And there's this little girl that's going to be sacrificed. And then he didn't sacrifice her. And then she dies saving someone else. So he then gets control of the little girl. And it's just like that. And then he gets this weird guy with a weird helmet thing. That's what normally gets thing. And then that guy who struggles and everything dies being crushed with the girl he loves. And then the rock guy can turn into him. It's just depression each time. No, I'm not watching the rest
so
of that
weird.
show. Oh,
Anyway.
it's just it has that. There is a depression thing in there's a nihilism in Japanese everything, which I can't stand. It's like I do like grimdark stuff, but I don't like the empty nihilistic side of things that you sometimes get in elements of it in some parts of Japanese. I like touching that, but I don't like overly touching it. Like Made in Abyss, like just gently caresses the nihilism.
Really?
Yeah, they are still
That's
hopeful by the
gentle.
end. No, they are still hopeful by the end.
Right? No. I'll go back to that. The first thing in Made in Abyss, right? Sorry, in For Eternity, right? So the guy, the stone that's been sent down by God to experience the world. That's our character we follow. The first thing he does is he finds the guy's dead dog, and he becomes the guy's dead dog, and then he goes to the dog. The guy thinks it's his dog, so the dog goes with him, and he learns from him. Right? And this guy is in a fishing village, like in Eskimo fishing village, deep into the ice, and his family left him to try and get to safety, and they said they'd come back, and he was left with all the grandparents, and they've slowly died off, and now it's just him, and he has to make the decision. They never came back. Did they even make it? I don't know. What I'm going to do? Can I stay here? He's living just by himself in these wooden huts. Eventually he can stay there all he wants, but what's the point? So he has to make this journey out, and it's just depressing as he slowly gets injured and die, and just this journey. I think he even finds some wreckage which may even have been his parents in the past, and eventually he dies on that trip. And then the rock becomes him, the thing, and then even on its journey out of the ice, it dies multiple times. So the guy had no chance, and it's like, well, it's just nihilism. This guy this kid trapped at the end of the ice in the middle of nowhere, with no maps, no anything, and it's just this empty nihilistic. Oh, I just know I want.
Anyway, let's talk about
moving on. So yeah, sword, Isekai sword, loving it. It's hilarious. It's good fun. It's really weird, and I'm loving the dynamic between the sword and the sword wielder. It's really the girl, because they've both got interesting things going on with their stories and where they're going to develop, and they'll develop differently but together. It's kind of cool. I like that. Moving on to the next line. Oh, this one at the end here, with the weird knight one. It's basically I'm gonna marry the last boss or something.
I'm going to tame the last boss. I'm a villainess, so I'm going to tame the last boss.
Right. I mean, it's a bit of a spoiler, I guess, but 4 episodes in, and we've completed the entire arc of what I thought we were going to do in 12 episodes.
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
Like, nice. Let's move on. I'm like, wow, I thought this would take you 12 episodes to do and how it would pan out. It's like, no, we're just going to get this done now. I'm like, wow, you've got another 8 episodes, and you've charmed me so far. I'm going to keep watching.
But is it as good as my next life as a villainess?
I prefer My Next Life as a Villainess, but then there's more of that at the moment. This is doing okay, and it's kind of... My Next Life as a Villainess... So they're both very similar. My Next Life as a Villainess, the person realises they've been isekai'd into a video game as a kid, and they know that their end in the video game for their character would be when they're an adult. In this one, the girl realises she's isekai'd into a video game, basically quite close to the midpoint or the end of the story kind of thing,
It's point of no return for her.
At a pathing of no return point. So it's kind of a bit further on. So it doesn't have that kind of setting up things and the innocence and the long planning that you get in My Life as a Villainess, which I really like. It's so funny. So as a kid, she plans, right, I know this is going to happen. So this example in My Life as a Villainess, she knows that when she's an adult, which characters can kill her. And one of them is one character. She tries to find weaknesses of that character, and she finds he's afraid of snakes. So she spends all of her time making better and better toy snakes. And by the end of the show, she doesn't have to use it, obviously, but she makes a literally perfect toy snake that they start selling in shops because it's just so good. See, it's really funny and interesting. That this is just more. We're beyond the game now, I think, from all the knowledge of the game. So it's like now it's going to see the wit of the character, which they kind of set up over 4 episodes, which I'm really liking. Next line.
Actually, hang on one second. I noticed this one, which was actually on my list. I didn't. Shinobi no Itoki, which is about like a kid who discovers he's the heir to a ninja clan, and like he's got to quickly learn how to be, in charge of it. So I'm gonna, Anyway,
that sounds cool. On the next line, the only one I've got in the middle there is Witch from Mercury, because it says Gundam in the title.
Obviously,
it says Gundam.
That's all.
Third episode's out. I was tempted to try and watch it before this, but obviously I didn't get time to. But I'm sure it's awesome. So my understanding, by the way, of this show, just so you know, is and I got into a bit of a debate on people on Reddit on this. Apparently, this is the first Gundam show in like 7 years. Because they don't count the Build Divers show as the main show, because the Builds thing is a separate spin-off. And I'm like, oh, that's just rubbish.
Wait, when was Build Divers?
Build Divers was like 2017, 2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Build Fighters was like, it's ages ago now. It's like 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
And Iron Blooded Orphans was about the same, 2013-ish.
I thought that Build Divers was before Iron Blooded Orphans.
No, yeah, exactly the same. I thought they were kind of the same. Iron Blooded Orphans, though, is actually freaking old.
Yeah.
Iron Blooded...
Seed is apparently 20 years old.
Exactly, good. And so that's another point of... original run of Iron Blooded Orphans was 2015 to 2017, apparently.
And that's why they're saying, like,
Yeah, they're taking the 2015 dates and then going 7 years to 2020 sort of thing. But Bill...
Nah, that's a bit too harsh.
Divers... I'm gonna get this right. Come on. Bill Divers. Bill Divers was... 2018. So that's 2018 Bill Divers, and then there was Re-Rise, which would have been like 2019. But it's got Build in the title, so it doesn't count as a bloody Gundam show anyway. So
screw off.
They were saying there's been interviews about this, and they're trying to say it's trying to appeal to a more modern audience.
Yes, I have that in the news.
Okay. Gundam is a
When I hear Gundam, I think old people.
Oh, maybe we've seen the same article then, basically, yeah. And that's why it's set in a school and things. And I'm liking this okay, but... And I'm loving all the characters. I'm literally loving... The show is amazing so far. But I'm not happy with the way some people are, like, focusing on elements of the characters. Just let the characters be characters and we'll see how it explodes. People are just selling the ship so massively. I hate shipping. Just let the show do it.
So what I've seen so far... So I have watched today's episode. I am impressed, and I was concerned that this was basically going to be Harry Potter Gundam. After I watched the first episode, the prologue was incredible. Like every single time I think about,
prologue was very classic Gundam.
Yeah, every single time I think about the prologue, I kind of tear up a bit. Right? I mean, maybe it's an overreaction to say that, but it's like you got to think about what had actually happened during the prologue. But I'm actually really glad that they've kept the politics in this, like from like the second episode. So they I think they're doing this justice. I think they're doing a really good job. And realistically, people that are complaining about it can shut the fuck up.
No. People aren't complaining about it. It's people.
I've heard people are complaining about it.
I've seen a few, but they're being taken out of context and things. But they're taking out of context from the people who are pushing the ship so hard.
Okay.
And it's just like, if people didn't push the ship so hard and say, oh yeah, just let the show be the show, and then we can assess it when it's done. But people are like, oh my god, this means this, and this means this, and this means this. I'm like, just stop it. Just go make some cute fan art and be done with it, and just let the show evolve on its own. But people are just like going mental over it.
Again, from the news, which people will see before this, but we will do
after
time shenanigans. They said that this early part is going to be a little bit more focused on the school, but it's to ease a new audience into the idea of Gundam before they start bringing in the really heavy political stuff. Yeah. But they still want to go there, so yeah.
But yeah, it's before we get to the point of launching from carrier groups and talking about Lagrange points and thinking about how far it is to the moon and who has the giant space laser of the week.
It's better than fucking Turn A Gundam, where it's like, oh yes, we live in Victorian times, England, and then, oh my god, a mobile suit!
Oh no, the stupid.
We dug out of the ground.
The stupid weird thing about Turn A is like when the aliens come down and they say weird things to basically American Nasuth, right? There's like the middle of you've got, I think it's called the Sunshine Belt in America. It's like good farmland.
Yes,
there's like a strip of America, and like nobody was really living in that. And then like the aliens come down and say we're taking that, and they're like, oh, but that's our farming area. It's like, but you're not living in it, and that's because historically your bodies remember that you were never from there, but we were from there, or some rubbish like that. And then when it gets to the moon, because then when they get to the moon, they have that like, you've come to the moon soldiers who are like just parading and things. They're like, but you coming here has invoked our warrior spirits, and now we must fight because our spirits have been riled up by this. It's like, how about you don't?
Stay tuned for a full episode on Turn A, guys.
Anyway, let's Loz, continue.
So we got Made Show good, because Drew's shown that's at one point it's good, and I think if it does that, they can keep going forward, doing good things. Nothing else there for me. Scroll down. Keep going, and then I'll flip back to wherever it is. I don't know where it is. Is there anything more I want to point out on here? No. Mana, I want to watch Mana. Moo Love. I'm gonna have to finish Moo Love Alternative Season 1, and I'll do Season 2. I'll endure it for us. Fine. And I'll do Megaton as well.
Oh no, Loz, don't do it to yourself.
You don't have to.
I want to do both. Seeing as Megaton's got the second season, I'm like, okay, I'll have a look at finishing Season 1. Yeah, but Moo Love the one that's actually the biggest slog is Moo Love Alternative. This is an example of a show, right? So this is a weird Oh god, it's like the alien attacks are cool, the mechs are cool, the dealing with the like time travel, trying to fix the timeline, trying to figure out how to beat these aliens. That's cool. The show gets bogged down in the political stuff that's so boring, where there's like the girl who's there's Japan, and then there's like the Emperor of Japan. It's like the daughter, and she's got her own mech, and then there's like the Knights of the Emperor, and then they're gonna go do things and attack, but then there's a coup because they don't like that Japan is being used by America to test throwing bombs at the alien bases, and that's bad, but they really do need to do that because if once the aliens establish his bases, you lose an island. That's it. They're just impossible once they establish. So it's like they were testing how to build this, and they didn't like it, and it's got some of that. I think it's supposed to be like anti-nuclear stuff, and Japan being the nuclear test sort of stuff. But then it gets bogged down in just people talking about the politics of it all. And it's just like, oh my god, it's so boring.
Yeah. Right.
So Megaton would be easier. Megaton is, we're gonna punch it. Yeah, we should punch it. He's a depressed robot. We should punch it. That's it. Yeah. Anyway, anything for you, Drew?
Yes. Okay.
What did you say? There was another one up here that you wanted to?
Oh god, I will keep watching it. There's something about farming. There it is on the right. Farming.
Top right.
This one.
Top right.
Oh, this one.
This thing is just tripe. The guy's it's sort of a thing where it's like a guy is a farmer and he's like, I just want to be a farmer, and he got his farming skills 10, and then all of a sudden he's been given some sort of you are the beautiful person of the earth or something, and then just like he just one shots everything. He's just become one punch farmer. He beat a demon with a hoe.
He's Captain Planet. He's Captain Planet.
Army. Yeah, in farming form. It's just like it's just undeserved. The guy just get all this power. He never goes, why did I get this power? What am I doing with this power? He's just obsessed. But I just want to farm, and everyone's like, no, you kind of need to save everyone. It's like I just want to farm.
I mean, it's currently got a score of 59. I mean, you know,
it deserves it. It deserves it.
Right.
It's so awful.
Let's scroll up to the top. Right. So, Chainsaw Man. Yes, I've watched the first episode. They have changed stuff from the manga. Spy Family. I hate to say it, I'm skipping it. Mob Psycho.
Disappointed.
Huh?
Anya's disappointed.
Anya's disappointed. Maybe I'll just read more of it and get into it, but like, I hit a point.
Anyway, keep going.
Stop reading it. Anyway. Mob Psycho, I'm not going to watch. My Hero Academia, I'm not going to watch. Bleach, I'm not going to watch.
Football Blue Lock?
It's football.
You're English. You love football.
Yep.
Oh, shut up.
We love soccer.
I get that so often with any short form content. It's like, oh, you're in England, therefore you like football. No, I do not.
It's the beautiful game, Xeno. The beautiful game.
Anyway, Shadow of Eminence. I will see. I am watching it. Reincarnated as a sword. I'm watching.
You missed For Your Eternity in Uzaki-chan.
I haven't watched the first season. I started watching Uzaki-chan and got super bored. So, Urusei Yusara.
You watching Sword?
I want. Will you stop interrupting me?
You seen episode 3?
No, not yet.
That's good.
Okay. Urusei Yusara. I'm watching Shinobi no Itoki.
Yeah, that good.
I got bored after the first episode.
Fantastic. I look forward to it.
I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. Yeah,
this one has ecchi, so clearly you're watching that.
No. I want to watch Do It Yourself.
Oh yeah.
It kind of gives me the impression of I think it's called Genshiken. Like
it's the story of girls in a DIY club building both as they carve out their futures. None of it comes easy, but that doesn't stop any of them. It sounds cool. Comedy slice of life. That could be fun.
Yeah, so I'm going to give that a go. Yeah. Gundam, obviously. Akiba, Maid Wars. Yep, obviously. Golden Kamuy season 4. Obviously. Okay, so here's the thing. So I have been recommended to watch Immoral Guild, which is the one that Nasuth has his mouse near.
Oh, this one.
Futuko no.
I see an ecchi label.
Yes.
Yes, Thaylien recommended it, so I mean...
Hiro Madden is a monster hunter with an excellent performance because of his particular job in the forest, but he decides to quit because of his fear of wasting his own youth.
Yeah, so it's apparently there's an uncensored version. He had to make that known to me. But I'm gonna give it a go and see if it's funny, because I like the harem series that are funny. What happened to the harem series that were funny, Loz? What happened to them? Should I just watch Tenchu Moyo every season? That's what it feels like.
The Girl Doctor was alright. Not nothing special, but it was alright.
What was?
I liked it.
Monster Girl Doctor.
Was it?
Yeah, it was alright.
It's not Tenchu Moyo though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course it's harem. By the end, they're all chasing him. In fact, that's the last joke.
Scroll down.
As long as Dragon Maid, that was a good harem show.
As long as it actually has a harem.
Arknights I want to watch. Scroll down.
The section.
And that's it. That's it for me.
No shorts, no movies.
Megaton, Mushachi, Megaton.
I can't remember which one I was gonna watch. Oh, this one. The person in a mirror or something. I can't remember what the name of it is.
Something in a mirror.
Name. Yeah.
Is it girlfriend in a mirror? Is it mirror girlfriend?
Yes.
Nasuth wants a girlfriend from a mirror.
In a tranquil neighborhood of Tokyo, 7 teenagers wake to find their bedroom mirrors are shining. At a single touch, they are pulled from their lonely lives to a wondrous castle filled... What? A wondrous castle filled with winding stairways. Oh, a wondrous castle filled with winding stairways. Okay. Watching portraits and twinkling... watchful portraits and twinkling chandeliers. So...
Sounds like fucking Harry Potter. Here's a question for you, right? If you've got a mirror that's randomly shining...
Do you touch it?
Would you touch it?
No. With a stick, maybe.
It's like, is that your go-to thing? Like, here's the thing, I'm gonna touch it. Anyway,
I'd look to see where the light source is that's making it shine.
After touching it, I then stick it in my mouth to taste it. Yep. Definitely.
Yes.
I've seen how policemen work. Yep.
Right. I think we're done with the preview part of this. Portion of this random phase. Of this random. Anyway,
Return of the random phase.
Move on. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the supporter questions. Rugal says, I'm going to start the supporter questions in just a minute, but before I do, I would like to thank every lovely audience. Thank our lovely audience for listening so far, and maybe ask them to hit that like button and share the video somewhere. We'd super be grateful. We'd also like comments and all that stuff, because, you know...
I would love comments.
Yeah, good old comments. So, Zrugal also says, now on to the supporter questions. Zrugal is the first, and he asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how funny are most of the puns that Nasuth was writing in?
You got no comedic timing.
Well, thank you. Wait, what? Got no comedic timing?
Well, thank you for asking, Zru. You gotta keep reading, man. You can't just stop.
Well,
you can't just say writing in. It's like the way he was writing in, as in like he was writing in, not that he was writing into the thing, because you can't. You have no.
Well, thank you for asking, Zrugal. Actually, I love the puns, so I'm going to say 10 out of 10. But complaining was part of the fun, so feel free to put as many puns in these questions as you like.
Thank you. I will. I love you, too. I love you. Thank you, Xeno. I love that you. He got a 10 out of 10.
What is the question? Okay. Ghost Nasuth asks, do you ever wish you had more time to watch anime you've missed out on the past? Yes.
God, yes.
I wish I was better at keeping... I know there's websites for like list and tracking and things that I would remember the anime when I'm like, oh yeah, I watched 2 episodes of it, and it was like there was a boy and a sister, and their parents were spies or something, and they were living together, but then the parents didn't come back or something.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Ah!
That's a no. What?
That's pretty random.
Oh.
Anyway, Ghost Nasuth.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like the Ghostbuster sign. Come on.
Well, it looks like the ghost got away. Right.
I ain't afraid no ghosts.
Ghost Nappa.
What's the most popular song in the Attack on Titan world? Moves like Jaeger.
Yes. Oh shoot! I didn't copy in Thalien's question. Oh crap.
Minty Bapsnack asks.
He did ask. Shoot, where are those? They're
Just
up here.
put it up here. Just put it up here. Just
They're
put
up
it
here.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Right.
In anime, which I have no doubt that Nasuth will report on during the other segment, many voice actors are being massively underpaid for their work. This includes the actors for the English dub of Jujutsu Kaisen, receiving around $150 to $600 each. Total for entire movie's worth of acting. Really?
I didn't see this in the news. Holy crap.
With more news like this coming out, including the famous VAs like Helena Taylor, voice of Bayonetta, being offered only $4,000 for the entire voice work for the third game, do you think it's time that we all agree that sub is better than dub?
But is that
I think
just...
I do remember this sort of thing in the past about voice actors being
I think we've talked. Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Entire game's worth. You are the voice, the actual thing of it. $4,000.
Yeah.
Pittance.
I mean, my question is like how much time it goes into it, right?
Because a lot of those are like incidental sounds that just get used over and over, and then you've only got about an hour's worth of actual dialogue.
It's not just that, but you have to... No, it's not just that, but it's also the things that didn't make it in, right? It's also the stuff that, like, you know, oh no, we didn't like this one, so we didn't keep it, or stuff like that.
Yeah, five takes of the same line, probably, sort of thing, minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really depends, like what kind of... I mean, there's the... Oh god, what's his name? It's Chris something. He plays Jerry Smith from Rick and Morty, right? He pretty much nails every single first take of any voice acting position he does. He does quite a lot of them, but it's oh god, what's the name of the company? Adult Swim's policy that they have to do at least 2 takes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. So it really depends. And I remember the guy that plays Bender. I can never remember his name.
Robert DiMaggio.
Thank you. Yes. There was a huge stink between him and coming back to play Bender again. And it's just like, no, you have to pay me more to come back for this character, right?
I'm so much bigger since then.
Yeah, well, no, not just that, but it's like, come on. Like, you can't offer him the same wage for something that he did so many years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
When he's getting other roles that are, you know, so yeah, no, I completely get behind this. So, but I mean, is this just an English voice acting thing? Because, like, that's...
No, they said, look, the dub of Jujutsu Kaisen receiving around... Oh, the dub. Oh, I see, yeah.
Yes, yeah, so it's all the English voice actors. But I think we've also covered Japanese voice actors potentially not getting... paid as much either.
So I'd be very interested to know, like, and also the other thing I'd really love to know is how much time is spent looking for additional work, right? So I know, speaking with Lucas and Antonio, like, they spend like an afternoon or a morning recording audio, and then the rest of it is just trying to find more work.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So it's... You know, you have to be your own agent for that. So yeah, let's move on.
It's a bit of an oversaturated field.
Yeah.
The word harem comes from the old roots of having a protected or forbidden place where women stayed to be kept away from men. Interestingly, while the usage was most often attributed to a place for the wives of polygamous men, it was used for even a single wife and her female servants or family.
This is
With
true.
this in mind, our previous assessment, and specifically Xeno's, is actually wrong. A harem can be just one woman. How high-pitched is Xeno going to get while trying to tell me that he's still right?
A lot.
No, he is actually right, though, because I asked my Turkish friend, and, you know...
Yeah, you said it was
Turks,
like a separate quarters, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just the section of the house where women are.
Well...
Or for women.
But by that logic, you could have a harem of no women.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have the section of the house, yeah. It's an empty harem, but yeah. Yeah.
But there must be a term for the women when they're not in the location referred to as the harem.
I really want to scream right now. But regardless... Right, let's moving on. So, going on to the comments. First, some comments from Kanpai News. Trex Paddock says, best news is Loz is back.
We do love a good Loz.
So, and now on to last week's Kanpai Cast comments. Trex Paddock says,
oh, there's another bit of a long one.
The Overlord issue is largely that they cut out huge chunks of the story for the anime. Yeah. There is a lot of subtlety that is lost regarding Ainz and the dichotomy. I can read. The dichotomy of who he was in his human life and who/what his character is in the game. For me personally, it is when you scroll, it really screws me.
I know.
For me personally, it is one of the aspects of the story I enjoy the most. There is this tug of war between who he really is versus who he is obligated to be versus who he wants to be. He struggles through crisis of
through many a moral dilemma.
Oh shit! No, yeah, sorry. He struggles through many a moral dilemma and crisis of conscience, and forced choice tests. He is in a magical world, and he is powerful beyond compare, and is still chained by the social contracts of his old life. I don't understand that.
Basically, his morals carry over from the old life, and they're at odds with who he is now.
I suppose. Okay, right.
Or they should.
In some ways, I assume that's supposed to be an in instead of it. In some ways, there are elements of tragedy to it. I'll agree, the show really drops the ball on bringing a lot of that to the screen. What you do get to see is at best confusing and often invisible if you lack the context from the books.
Yes, that's a shame.
Yeah. Well, because the thing is, though, we and I do agree that that's the thing, but we are when we've assessed Overlord as the three of us here, we are assessing it as what is being
as an
presented
anime.
to us.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen, as I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, these YouTube videos, just one or two, where some guy is assessing. I don't think it was what I missed out, but it's like this guy said, like, saying bits pieces. And for instance, he points out that in the first episode, and I point out to these guys, you see Ainz reading some books. And it's because he needs to update himself on economics and how to run a kingdom and all these bits. And he doesn't want to look like he doesn't, as much as possible, he doesn't want to know in front of people, even though he does do a bit of that. But they never make mention of what he's reading, really. They make some allusion to it, but they don't explain it in full, which they do, I'm sure, in the manga. And there's a lot of that. But from my understanding, they don't really explain the green glow, which is annoying in the manga. But even if they did, we are basing it on what is being presented to us. The show doesn't have to rush. It's clearly getting funded. So if they wanted to take the time, and it's not hard because all they have to do is just get a picture of his skull going, and then you just put the voice actor talking over the top of it.
Yeah,
they've got plenty of other fluff in there that they can cut out to make room for this stuff.
Yeah, and yet the stuff with Ainz is kind of important, and especially in this season, which these guys don't care, I suppose. You know, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to kill loads of people in a kingdom, and it's like he doesn't seem to have any qualms against it. I'm sure it does it better in manga. I do appreciate that because I'm sure that's what all the people watching manga are doing. But we have to appreciate
it's like watching
media.
It's like watching a movie that's adapted from a book and being like, but this is nothing like it. There's so much cut out and stripped down. You don't get the story right at all.
No, but at the same time, they have done a very poor job of adapting it to keep you up to speed with what they want to show you.
Yeah,
they should go, okay, well, we don't have time to show that, so we have to adjust it and show it in a different way. They don't even do that. They just get to the point that the book does and then move to the next book point without adapting. Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't do that book point. Maybe we should do it in a completely different way to get this point across in a different way, and they don't. So it's like it's a poor adaptation. I'm sure Overlord the manga is much better. I
assume you mean the light novels, but yeah.
And the light novels and the manga. I assume there's manga for it as well.
I don't know if there is. Zrul says, well, I mean, it's not like car parks are made out of cars. Or it's not like corners are made out of corn. What the fuck is the context for this?
Pumpkin spice.
Xeno, what do you clean your house with? Like
I
dust
clean
off the floor.
Hoover.
A duster?
Yeah. No. What's the proper name?
Oh, Hoover.
Hoover's the brand name.
Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner. What happens when you need to wipe down the vacuum cleaner?
I don't understand.
Well, what are you doing?
Cleaning the vacuum cleaner.
So you have to come A vacuum.
A vacuum cleaner.
You have become the thing itself.
Okay.
By cleaning a vacuum cleaner, you become a vacuum cleaner.
No, you become a vacuum cleaner.
Are you just basically trying to say that if you drink too much pumpkin spice latte, you become a pumpkin spice latte?
That also may be true.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's not
Right.
a pumpkin.
So, T-Rex Paddock says, it feels weird to say this, however, Xeno is correct. What the fuck is this in context to?
This was Xeno is always wrong. That's why it's so weird. It was in relation to I think you and I were arguing a bit about what is high fantasy versus low fantasy. And he's like, oh, Xeno's right.
Can I ask, right, if you're leaving comments, right, that are context specific, can you just throw in a timestamp?
I think he may have. Which is why I know what he was talking about, but he may have just told me in private. I know Zrugel threw in a bunch of timestamps for his stuff.
Okay, so it's entirely your fault then.
Oh yeah, well I mean you're gonna see the timestamp when I pull them out anyway, because you know
right.
That's why I told you the context.
It's time. It's time for the memes. So so all these memes come from Reddit, all the multitude of different subreddits on there. We've got
links in the description.
Always.
Links for all the memes in the description. So we've got r/goodanimemes. We've got animemes. We've got anime memes. We've got We Are Weebs. We've got Dragon Ball memes.
JoJo's Bizarre Ship Posts.
Yes, that's a new one.
And
yes.
the reason I keep saying link in the description of these things is you often do get people stealing other people's good hard work. We are not finding any of this work our own. The links are in the description. Do check them out. Do give them some upvotes and some karma, and you'll find some hilarious other stuff on these different subreddits for sure. So please check them out.
And also on twitter.com/Kanpai_cast, we repost and link to the original 2 to 3 memes daily. And yeah, it's all great. So let's move on to.
And we shouldn't have any duplicates this week unless there was a repost somewhere.
You better. Oh, I'm sorry. I nearly did this one.
It's almost
man. You can't defeat me.
I know, but he can.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Wait, we had this one before.
What? Did I somehow not save one of mine? Oh, crap. Poop.
Good job.
Well,
Pause.
You want me to pause? Okay, fine.
Pause.
Right. So, it should be up now.
Yes. Okay, good. All right. So.
Yay! Okay.
Veteran Etchy fan. For the plot. I'm sorry. For the subtitles for the anime. For the plot.
Clearly for the plot.
Yeah.
The plot is so important. People don't
They have to have. Oh my god. Oh.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Very good. Next.
Me realizing I'm gonna die one day. Woohoo! Me realizing my dog is gonna die one day.
Oh.
Me explaining how summoning a big demon Tommy Mommy is crucial to God's plan. My local preacher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Okay.
Denji and Ash are the same character. Or Ash Williams. Sorry, Ash Williams. You know who Ash Williams is, right?
From Army of Darkness and things.
Yeah. What? They both kill demons with chainsaw arms and are horny. Both of them have lost a lot of stuff like friends or family because of the demons. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, hell. Jesse, what the hell are you talking about? Sorry.
Right. Let's move on to my first one.
Oh
my god, Darling of the
Darling
Franks! God might forgive you, but I never will.
What?
It's even getting look at the very top.
Oh, sorry, top right.
It's Kids React.
Oh my god, Darling in the Frags.
Yeah, same.
Too.
Right.
What the hell? So we got Spy Classroom, and then we got Spy Family and Assassination Classroom.
Nice.
What the hell is this?
Nice.
What is Spy Classroom? Is that a?
It was announced, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, what the hell is this? Right. And then we've got a guy wearing a hoodie, which is just covered in nothing but Megamin. What a disgraceful weeb. I have to make friends with him later. Yep.
I want that hoodie.
What is? Oh, that's the slime. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Next. I got into Gundam from watching Seed on Cartoon Network in 2004. You got into Gundam because of intrigue for The Witch from Mercury in 2022. We are the same.
Ah, nice. Nice twist on it.
Yeah. So Jotaro's found a picture of Josuke and his mum. And you've got this is Master By, and you got Suzy Q on the left, you got Jotaro on the right, and then old man Joseph in the background going,
What? Oh
Should
my
have a
god.
baby under one arm.
well, no, that hasn't happened yet. But anyway, and then last but not least, Millhouse, are you watching Chainsaw Man? Yeah, it's fantastic.
Excellent.
Yep, there you go. And that is it for the memes this week. Remember, twitter.com/Kanpai_cast, and you can find
Didn't use
daily
my
memes.
Gundam meme.
I forgot about it. Well, if you did memes, I mean, you know.
No.
Oh, you did send a Gundam meme, didn't you? Oh.
Neither of us used the Gundam meme.
But I don't think only Xeno will get it. It's the double Gundam where it sits there saying, it says, I sit there saying, it's like, no! That is a Gundam, because the guy is just being like, here's our mech that can use drones. No! It's a Gundam.
Gundam, yes.
Because then Setsuna says, I am Gundam. You know, so
Yeah.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
I am
Right. Right, so next week we actually have the 3-episode review. I think potentially the only one we can't do a 3-episode review is Chainsaw Man. Because the 3rd episode will come out afterwards. But yeah, so that is it for this week's episode. Thank you very much everyone for listening /
I think
watching.
Bleach will have had its 3rd episode, but okay.
Yeah, but that's Bleach. I mean, surely that's a shoo-in. Yeah. Right, and yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much everyone for watching / listening, and it's time to bottoms up and Kanpai! I drink something.